Well, for me at that time, it was a junkie's dream. My job then was a junkie's dream, an addict's fucking, Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Because the role that I played on those shows, again, an addict's dream, man. The more outlandish my behaviors were, the more outrageous my antics became, the higher in demand I was, the better the ratings were, the more money I made.
Wow.
That's a fucking addict's dream. That's a recipe for disaster.
They fueled that. Do you think it was fuel to the fire?
Yeah, unbeknownst to, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like
of
it was
course.
and rightfully so. Like even when it got to Jackass, I was the guy that would do anything, like anything. And it's really easy to see why now, right? Because prior to Viva La Bam or Jackass doing these insanely crazy stunts that paid really well, they got me world recognition because I ended up on movies and TV screens, which ultimately allowed money, women, money, property, prestige, that allowed me to avoid looking at the serious matter at hand, right? Because that's 100%. What I spent a lot of money not doing. That moment of clarity, I avoided it at all costs. The scales of justice were very simple. Well, do you want to do this insanely crazy stunt that no one else wants to do? Fuck yeah. Huh. Let's take a look at why. Prior to this, I'm homeless in Baltimore City, letting men blow me just to get more heroin, like for real.
Yeah.
So now you're telling me I could do this stunt, but I could, and also keep in mind while I'm doing this, I'm not allowed to, now they did the best that they could with what they had. They didn't understand the severity or the complexity of my disease of addiction because they're not addicts and alcoholics. So drinking was okay because that's socially acceptable. Cocaine was pretty okay as long as like you're not running around screaming about it, doing it in front of everyone because I don't fall asleep when I'm doing it. I don't steal to get it. I don't lie when I'm on. You know what I mean?
It's so different.
Yeah. So no one cared really.
That's so crazy.
But the rule was no downers, no pills, no heroin. Yeah. Because I steal when I need them. I fall asleep when I'm on them. I'm sick when I don't have them.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, I could do all these things, but not that. It's just crazy.
It's like a fucking conundrum, man.
Yeah.
It's like you can do all this. It's okay. But if you do this, nope. But your mentality changes when you're on this compared to that. You don't steal, cheat, lie for cocaine or alcohol.
Yeah.
But the heroin you do.
So now they're like, okay, do you want to do this stuff no one wants to do? Well, fuck yeah. Because prior to having these opportunities, I was homeless, doing things I don't want to do to get another bag.
Yeah.
Now I do this stunt. Let's say worst case scenario, I get hurt. Still a fucking win-win. Because if I get hurt, that means I go directly to the hospital. The doctors prescribe me pain pills, which now everyone that says I'm not allowed to do that says you're allowed to do that. Fucking win-win.
So you try to get hurt?
I can't lose.
Would you ever try to get hurt?
I didn't try, but I definitely did. I mean, you didn't have to try with Viva La Bam or Jackass. It was going to happen. The odds were good.
Who designed all of that shit? Who designed the stunts, the ideas behind it? Was
just
it
whoever that was like Bam, obviously for Viva La Bam, Jackass, whoever, really,
When you look back at that, is there one of the things that stand out most to you where it was like the craziest thing you've ever fucking done?
No, they were all really gnarly. I mean, there were pretty crazy outcomes.
Yeah. Like
on Bam's Unholy Union, his wedding show, where they flew Tony Hawk in, and I do the it was like the last day of shooting, and I woke up that morning early, and it was a big day. They flew Hawk in, and I'm to do the rainbow on the skateboard, and I break both my ankles in mid fucking attempt.
Holy shit.
I hadn't skated for years probably. I'm completely strung out. I attempted to wake up early that morning to go buy heroin, but it didn't work out, so I'm still sick.
So you're detoxing.
I'm detoxing. Like, go do this. We're filming Hawks there. I borrow Bam's shoes. I borrow his board. I get to like 12 o'clock on the rainbow, and I jump down, and I break both my ankles at the same time. Most would say, oh, my God, nightmare.
Hospital. Drugs.
Pain pills. Like, for Bam's wedding, I was completely hopped up out of my mind and allowed to do it.
And no one looked at you differently.
And I got paid really well. Actually, it worked out on my fucking behalf because that was the last day of shooting, which meant workman's comp kicked in.
Oh, my God.
So I was getting, at the time, I'm like held up on my, at the time, ex-fiance's sofa with both ankles broken, and I'm receiving like $3,000 every week.
Jesus Christ, man.
Which was directly into the fucking my nose and my arms.
How old were you at this time?
Fuck, I don't know, 20s, late 20s, early 30s.